there was some kind of floating platform, and I was in a sort of raised loft, and I'd jump on it, and it would just drift down really slow, like though it was levitating. It wasn't jangly or anything, but it wasn't a big platform either. Like, yeah, well, just awoke. Stinking dream logic. It made it seem like it was the size of a food serving tray, even though, I couldn't stand on a food serving tray, so I don't know what that was all about. And then, you know, obviously it makes sense why we wouldn't be able to touch or see anybody close on, but me and this guy, he's a comedian actually. I met him once in Arizona. In my dream, he was heading out of town. His name's Creepy John. And he was heading out of town in a little, wasn't a Jeep, it was like a Bronco or something. It was a 4x4 vehicle, dark colored. We came to a traffic light, and this other guy I know from Fort Collins, I can't remember his name, but he was a hobo. But he wasn't always a hobo. He used to be married, and I think he tried to build a house, but the guy was just a volatile, crazy dude, and it just didn't work out for him. He was a young guy, was the weird thing, because most hobos, like hobo hobos, they're older guys, and you got your millennials who just want to, as they call it, fly a sign, man. They just sit by the highway and get money, and it's not that they can't work; it's that they just want to leech, and I think it's gross. But this guy was neither of those. He was a young guy uh, who had been married and had a house and lost it. I think he had mental issues. And so he was like, I don't know, I met him a couple times. He would hang out at the music scene. Skinny dude with a beard. Great beard. Crazy dude. I don't know what happened to that guy. I haven't seen him in at least 4 years. So I hope he ain't dead. But in the dream, my comedian buddy pulled up to this stoplight. It was dark, and saw him there with his mask, and he's like, "Hey, so I know you." And the guy was like, "Hey," and he's like, "Ah, come on over here." So I just hung out in the vehicle beside him and waited for him to get on there. And then I just slept thinking about those two events, which is weird. And I know there's one or two other things in the dream, as is the norm, but I remembered more tonight than I usually do. So those are my. See, these are weird dreams. These are weird. It's not just showing up to school without your clothes on or something. I've had that dream. I've had that dream where I'm back in school or something as an adult, and I'm going to classes. I've had the dream where you show up in your university naked, or where there's a test you have to take and you're late for it or you fail it. All those basic anxiety dreams. I've had the weird Kafka sort of stuff. But when it's just like people I haven't seen or looked at or thought about for years that just bubble out of my brain for no reason, doing totally random things that aren't unrealistic. It's weird, isn't it? All right, well, I'm going to get some stuff done today. Hope you do too. All righty then.